30 years ago, Gwen Stefani and No Doubt dropped Tragic Kingdom, an album that redefined pop punk and ska for a generation. But here's the real question. Does it still hold up 3 decades later? Or has the kingdom crumbled? Let's find out if Tragic Kingdom still rules. Yes, it was Tragic Kingdom, released October 10th of 1995. It wasn't just another album. It was kind of a cultural explosion, so to speak. With Gwen's punk princess energy and the band's high energy ska punk sound, No Doubt brought something fresh to a grungy, angst-ridden 90s scene. With chart-topping hits such as Just a Girl, Spiderwebs, and Don't Speak, the album had a voice that a generation was ready and prepared to listen to. The album didn't just chart, it absolutely dominated, selling over 16 million copies worldwide and making Orange County cool before the OC ever did. While everybody else at the time was leaning into distortion, leaning into despair, Tragic Kingdom danced its way through breakup pain and suburban frustration with trumpets and all kinds of sounds that you just weren't hearing in regular rock play at the time. Its mix of ska, pop, and alternative rock created a blueprint that helped open the door for future artists. And Gwen? Yeah, she became the face of Y2K, girl power, long before pop culture figured out what that meant. So here we are. It's 2025, and the question that we asked earlier is, does it still hold up? 30 years later, does Tragic Kingdom still hold up? And surprisingly, the answer, yeah, very well, in fact. The themes of gender politics, personal growth, toxic love, they're on par with anything being pumped out today. And again, the sound itself is something that even resonates with a modern day sound. You could tell a lot of the influences that No Doubt and Gwen Stefani had on some of the younger musicians that you're seeing out on the charts to this very date. You know, musically, ska has gone in and out of style, but that energy, that rebellious spirit, it's back. And the younger generation is rediscovering No Doubt in a very big way. Sure, a few of the production choices scream 90s, but instead of aging poorly, it kind of feels like a time capsule in all the right ways. Tragic Kingdom didn't just give us the radio hits, it gave us that whole new voice, that whole new energy, and a lead singer who would shatter the mold and pave her own path to absolute superstardom. It helped shift the sound of the 90s, pave the way for alternative pop, and prove that ska could thrive in the mainstream. And 30 years later, it's still a kingdom standing strong. The album's not just alive, it's thriving. People are putting it into playlists. I'm sure if you can still find record stores, they're on record shelves. And I'm certain, in fact, I know that there's a whole generation of TikTokers out there that are utilizing the music of No Doubt in their TikToks to this very day. So how about long live the Queen, long live good music, and long live Tragic Kingdom. I gotta ask, as always, have you listened to it recently? How long's it been since you listened to Tragic Kingdom from start to finish, all the way through? For myself, as always, I went back recently and listened not once, not twice, but several times over to get a real feel for what it was like to experience having this very album in my possession at the time, and still to this very day, own a copy of as well. And it is just as fantastic, playable. Even the songs that aren't the hit songs on the album still absolutely slay. This is a fantastic album from a fantastic band that would go on to change the face of rock as we knew it. So yes, if you haven't ever heard it, go check it out today. Tragic Kingdom by No Doubt. I'm certain that you're going to have one hell of a great time listening through. I know I did on the re-listens, as well as when I first heard this album way back in the day. That's 30 years later. Here we are to present day, and I ask you, did you enjoy this video here today? If so, make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to the channel or follow us on TikTok, as these videos are now playing on TikTok as well too. Appreciate you all being a part of this. Thank you for joining me, and as always, if you're having one of those days, remember, let's rock about it.